All right, check. 1, 2, 3. Mic check. 1, 2, 3. All right. Hey, how the hell is our you guys? Blah, 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 blah. Let's start again. Too many of these. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday football. If you're a football fan, a lot of football action going down. I know we're on halftime right now between the Falcons and the Vikings. And who's your pick for tonight's Sunday night football? Of course, my Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to be playing tomorrow night. And of course, the Chicago Bears as well, man. And they're a embarrassing game. That's football talk. This is pro wrestling. We talk about all things pro wrestling. You Heavy Metal Maniac GB's here, cruising through a Sunday evening. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Got a little toasty here in Chicagoland area. But anyway, that's the weather update. Anyway, man, how are you guys doing, man? Hope you guys doing well, being safe out there, of course. Celebrating Mexican Independence Day out there. Cheers to you, my friends. Hope you guys are being safe out there. And little wrestling weekend, man. We got AAA action going down in Las Vegas on Friday night. And of course, we got Friday night Smackdown. And a lot of mixed martial arts went down. We got UFC Los Noches last night. Lopez defeated Silva. Hell of a matchup right there in UFC. And of course, Canelo, man. I stayed up and watched Canelo 1 a.m. Chicago time. Of course, got defeated by Crawford. Hard-hitting boxing match last night on Netflix, of course. TKO weekend, especially in Las Vegas. So lots going on over there. But lots in pro wrestling this week, man. And some things, like, oh shit, man. Oh my God, I'm glad Brock Lesnar wore underwear to SmackDown, right? Yeah, we'll get to it momentarily. Anyway, join the podcast, man. Scan the QR code right above me. Take the podcast to go. And subscribe, man. Subscribe on YouTube, on X, on TikTok as well, man. I'm also on TikTok, man, and I'm always on there as well, posting videos. Anyway, my friends, cheers to you on a Sunday evening. Thank you for watching, as always. Shit, got beer on my new John Cena shirt. Anyway, let's get into action here. All right, so let's talk about a little bit of pro wrestling this week that maybe you guys enjoyed, maybe you guys disagreed or not. Of course, right? We got to talk about Friday Night SmackDown, the most recent stuff. Brock Lesnar, right? Brock Lesnar was the talk of the town this past Friday, of course. Seemed like we really got nowhere with the Brock Lesnar segment between him and John Cena, right? He has a hot date with John Cena next Saturday, live from Indianapolis for WrestlePalooza. This past Friday on SmackDown, we seemed like we got nothing out of it to get convince us to watch this damn match next weekend. He came out ready to cut a promo. Of course, Ron Killings, R-Truth, seemed like this Ron Killings gimmick didn't really go anywhere, right? Ever since his, getting fired from the WWE, you get brought back, and hey, my name is Ron Killings. I cut my hair off. I am serious. All right, what happened? What happened to Ron Killings? Seemed like we got back the old R-Truth back. Comedy, goofy gimmick. And I guess I don't know what happened there. But anyway, he came out, confronted Brock Lesnar. Got a little goofy, right? Got a little goofy. Make Brock Lesnar smile a little bit and try to get serious afterwards. And long story short, man, eventually Brock Lesnar gave R-Truth an F5. And in the process of giving him F5, I guess his pants decided to split. I think it was left leg or right leg, pant leg decided to split right open. And the blue undies were at full force in international television across the world in a hot arena outside of where were they at this past Friday? Norfolk, Virginia. The Brock Lesnar ass full in glory. And if you haven't seen it yet, man, we gotta check it out, man. Of course, I got the video to watch it again. If you haven't seen it yet, I'll go ahead and share the screen with you guys, courtesy of WWE.com. Let's crank this son of a bitch, right? Monkeys in the Truck, play the clip right now. Yeah, I'm talking about right now. There we go. Let's go and share with you guys here, courtesy of WWE.com. This is our social media. This is so freaking great. You fucking knew it, man. You probably felt a cold draft, man. Like, God damn, man, my ass is cold, man. And you fucking just realize, oh shit, I just ripped my pants in half. Let's continue on the clip. Fucking slap those fucking ass cheeks. Man, look at that, man. Fucking raw ass legs just hanging out, fucking live national television. Fucking beautiful.
The business right there. That's all it was.
I love it, man. I love it. Fucking mooning Booker T. By the way, Booker T, is fucking great on commentary. Him and Vic Joseph on you find these guys on NXT and they're taking over SmackDown colored commentary duties. That was pure entertainment, man. Brock just laughed it off, man. Just fucking half-ass, man. Ripped ass on live national television. That was pretty good, man. That was pretty funny. Anyway, color blue, right, for SmackDown, right? At least he's not going commando. That'd been pretty embarrassing, right? Anyway, that was it, man. that ripped ass makes you want to tune in to WrestlePalooza to see him versus John Cena. That was it. That was the end of Brock Lesnar for the night because he never cut a promo backstage. I don't know if we're gonna get, again, last Friday here in Chicago was Cena's final SmackDown appearance. So, I think they're advertised Cena for Monday Night Raw this coming Monday. So maybe it's the final stop between this feud. I don't know. Brock's going to be on SmackDown next Friday. I don't know. But nothing came out of this past Friday that kind of make you persuade to look forward to watch. I mean, yeah, we know it's marquee names. John Cena, Brock Lesnar. Okay, I know. Big marquee names. They don't have to do very much, right? The names itself, make you intrigued, make you want to watch the match, right? But so far, Brock attacking Cena at SummerSlam. Brock came out and attacked Cena and Sami Zayn last Friday. Cut a promo backstage saying, "I'll see you at WrestlePalooza, bitch." Brock Lesnar came out this past Friday, but that was it. He didn't say very much this past Friday. It's just him and R-Truth, right? R-Truth's trying to allegedly be the best for, hey, he's my brother. Eh? I'm Ron Cena, yada, yada. Anyway, long story short, there it is, man. Your little build up, I guess, for Cena and Lesnar, WrestlePalooza next Saturday, man, or this coming Saturday. That's right around the corner. So, are you guys ready for Cena versus Lesnar? Final time WrestlePalooza? Are you guys excited for this match? Who do you think will walk out? And then we'll talk about this in the coming days for my previews and predictions for WrestlePalooza. Plus AEW's All Out, which will be on the same day. So next Saturday is going to be busy. Hope you guys have a comfy seat at your house unless you're working. Get paid watching pay-per-views. Anyway, it's gonna be a busy next Saturday, pro wrestling style. And speaking of Friday night, right? Another match that got booked. The very end of SmackDown, of course. You got the show kicked off Brock Lesnar. The very ending, we have Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre. Long story short, Cody Rhodes return came for blood, coming after Drew McIntyre. And Cody Rhodes made a challenge. Drew, at WrestlePalooza. Trying to do his voice. WrestlePalooza. I challenge you, Drew McIntyre at WrestlePalooza. So another match add to the WrestlePalooza cloud card. There we go. WrestlePalooza card. Struggling on my seats tonight. We got another match added to it for next Saturday. Again, we'll talk about in the coming days on the full card what's going to go down to WrestlePalooza. Of course, this past Monday on Raw, we got a double date, man. A couples, we call them mixed gender style hot date next Saturday in Indianapolis. Well, we got Seth Rollins, the man Becky Lynch, go toe to toe against our boy CM Punk and his beautiful wife AJ Lee. Tag team style, of course. The hot date next Saturday to see who's going to walk away. Reign supreme as the baddest couple, the hottest couple of all time. They should have a couple. Never mind. I don't give them ideas. Anyway, we have that match next Saturday as well, which was lined up this past Monday on Raw. Now, the other one that kind of a little bit interesting is the Usos. Now, don't quote on me. I think the Usos were planning on challenging against the Browns, right? The Breaker and the Reeds. And, we got a little turmoil to end Monday Night Raw this past Monday. If you watch Raw, you kind of know what I'm talking about, right? LA Knight had he had a singles match, right? Long story short, he was getting his ass beat. Out comes Jimmy Uso. Jimmy Uso fell short. Out comes Jey Uso. Jey Uso got in the ring. Long story short, LA Knight kind of gave his little props to Jimmy Uso. Like, hey, man, thank you, man. And, of course, LA Knight just didn't shake hands, didn't even hug Jey Uso. He's like, you're good? You're good. And it seemed like Jey didn't like that, right? Jay's like, man, fuck this guy, man. I don't like this guy. And Jey decided to take out LA Knight, which shocked a lot of people. It shocked Big Jim. Now it makes you think, oh, shit. Jey Uso doesn't like LA Knight. LA Knight is the man of the people. The people love LA Knight. Big Jim take cares of LA Knight. And LA Knight take cares of Big Jim. Well, Big Jay doesn't like that shit, man. And of course, he decided to take out LA Knight. Surprised a lot of fans. Now, could that give a bigger leverage for LA Knight in the near future? Could that play a role down the road? Could Jay be a bad guy down the road? What he did was a good thing or a bad thing? Well, that's up to you guys to decide that. Will that make LA Knight come out of this bigger and stronger? There's a potential, right? Coming out of this. No, you cannot take the yeet away from Jey Uso because fans are going to still continue to say, 4 letters, yeet. You know, people are going to still do that, regardless if he's a good guy or bad guy. And it's going to be very interesting to see how this will transition because you remember backstage on Raw, Jimmy Uso told Jey, like, dude, man, I don't like the way you've been acting. I see those eyes. You are acting just like the tribal chief Roman Reigns. And Jey Uso didn't like that, man. So we might see a little bit of an attitude, no pun intended, attitude adjustment and a little bit of attitude change from Jey Uso. And that's something you have to keep your eyes peeled on. Maybe it could play a role down the road between him and Jimmy Uso. Maybe they could split up again, have a blood feud. I don't know. But it's very interesting to see how this is going to play out and how this could affect not only one for Jey Uso, how could it affect Jimmy Uso, and last but not least, how can it affect LA Knight, which he played a big role in this little mini feud here. So this could be something, man. This could be something coming out of here. Maybe this coming Monday, tomorrow night. We'll have to keep our eyes peeled on it. Hopefully we'll get some answers from the Yeet Master himself, Jey Uso. So that is very interesting coming from that. So those are the key things I kind of enjoyed from Monday Night Raw because AJ Lee was a fantastic on promo. She told the crowd who she is, why she's there, and the reason why she left. And God bless her, man. She had mental health. That comes first. That 1000% fans were all with it, man. We all appreciate that. We all love that. And we're happy to have her back. And It's just nothing makes us more proud than having this match to happen at WrestlePalooza. So pretty neat, pretty cool. And overall, man, I'm looking forward to WrestlePalooza. Also, I'm looking forward to AEW All Out, which we're talking about in the coming days as well. Now, let's talk about the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania. Of course, the big news was announced. What was it? Thursday, Friday, Triple H announced, hey, we have a big news. We have a big discussion in Las Vegas. Join me on YouTube. And of course, we find out the big news was they had the whole tables, they had the tablecloth all set up. And we realized that WrestleMania is going to be shipped off in 2027. And the big announcement was that Triple H has announced to the whole world, hey, we are taking WrestleMania in 2027 to Saudi Arabia, changing the world, changing the landscape, something different. Now, again, you just could take it how it is, man. Yeah, and again, you guys decide. Drop in the comment section down below. Are you guys happy the WrestleMania is going out of the country? Are you guys happy that the Royal Rumble in 2026 can be going out the country? These two main big fours, right? At least part of the big fours, right? Mania, SummerSlam, Royal Rumble, and you can throw in the Survivor Series. Those are the big four pay-per-views. United States staple, right? I don't want to say United States, North American staples, right? You got to throw in Canada because they had WrestleManias in Canada's as well. So you think about this, man. You got your big fours, and two of them are planned to go on to Saudi Arabia for big bucks, right? It's pretty obvious for big bucks. The days of, man, we haven't had a WrestleMania in this town in a long time. Let's plan for it in 2 years. I think those days are long gone, right? Now it's more of a bidding process for these shows, right? It's all about the numbers. It's all about the money game here. Uh, is your city is willing to spend X amount of money to have a pay-per-view, right? Indianapolis paid a boatload of money to secure a future WrestleMania, right? Have a SummerSlam, right? They got a Royal Rumble. So and of course other PLEs, which is WrestlePalooza, which what we're gonna get this coming Saturday. So these cities put their monies in the bag, right, to make these happen. So it's a bidding war. It's the international bidding war to get these to your towns. Like, look what happened to next year's WrestleMania, right? It was teased. It was set for New Orleans, and Las Vegas came in and says, fuck you, I'm taking it again next year. And that's what they did. They switched it on the fly. And again, Triple H wants bigger record gates, big numbers, big merch. I mean, they want to beat last year's numbers. So if you thought you couldn't afford last year, or you spent a lot of money last year, fucking they want your money again next year, right? This past one's WrestleMania. This year, 2025, man. You thought you spent a lot of money, dude. They're gonna want more for you next year, right? It's all about the dollars and cents. It's no surprise that WWE, are willing to take the highest bids from anyone. Anyone's out there is willing to put a lot of money. And that's why, like London, a lot of these major cities across the world are willing to put big bucks, willing to put in the biggest bid the WWE can get out of everyone. And whoever get the highest, they can know it be, of course, they got to think about logistical sense, how they can get this stuff over. How can they, if WrestleMania is going to be what WrestleMania every year is what? 7, 8, 9 hours long. When they do the Saudi Arabia shows, that's like what, 11 a.m. Central Time here in Chicago time. So it's very early, right? It's going to be very early. WrestleMania is going to be early when it comes to Saudi Arabia. Royal Rumble is going to be early when it comes to Saudi Arabia next year. So they're going to be early start times, man. And People around the world travel to these big shows. People travel to Indianapolis like this past February for Royal Rumble. People travel out to Las Vegas. Las Vegas is the destination capital of vacations, right? One of them, right? If you don't want to go to the beach, just go to Las Vegas. Go to casinos, spend money, restaurants, strip clubs, hey, you name it, man. Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world. And what a way is to go to Las Vegas by go to WrestleMania, right? So if they're going to do 2 nights there, I'm not sure if they're planning on doing 2 nights in Saudi Arabia. Again, that's 2 years away. They're trying to get people internationally, United States, Canada, Mexico, anywhere, Australia, to fly out to Saudi Arabia to come to their kingdom to watch a Royal Rumble, to watch a WrestleMania. So, good for them, right? Good for them. Good for the prince, the kings, queens, the fans. Good for them. Happy for them. But you know, did anyone? Is anyone here in the United States willing to hop on the plane and fly to Saudi Arabia? Like that's the last destination you think of. Like, man, hey, Joe. Hey, I saw you put your vacation for 2 weeks. Where are you going? Are you going to the beach? You're going to Florida? You're going to California? Where are you going? Disneyland? No, no. I'm not going to none of those places, man. Actually, like I'm somewhere a lot cooler, something unique. Okay, where are you gonna take the kids at, Joe? We're going to Saudi Arabia. Oh, okay. I would never ever expect you guys to go to Saudi Arabia. You know what I'm saying? So again, I'm not knocking it because I've never been there, so I don't know. Could it be the safest place on the planet Earth? It could be, right? I don't know. I can't knock it because I've never been there. But you know, it's at your very discretion if you're willing to travel across the country, around the world, to go to a Royal Rumble or wait another 3, 5, 6 years. That's if none of the international cities picks up a Rumble or Mania. But as I talked about, man, everyone's is willing to win or bid a betting war to get these big pay-per-views, right? Now, AEW is a 5-year company, right? Newer company. No offense to AEW. No one's bidding for All Out, right? So Tony Khan's willing to say, hey, it's been in Chicago for a long time. Let's throw it up to Toronto. Let's put the greatest tag teams of all time back together, Adam Copeland and Christian Cage, and do it in front of a hot house in Toronto. So they could do that, right? Now, maybe if AEW is around the next 20, 30 years, then they're a multi-billion-dollar company. Who knows? Maybe things will change by then. Maybe they'll have a betting process for All Out in the near future. But just as of right now, again, if you're going to ask me what I think about Mania going to Saudi Arabia, good for them. That's what they got. They paid that money. Just like the Crawford and Canelo fight last night, you had Allegiant Stadium booing the shit out of the Prince, right? Or wherever the hell Turkey Abdullah, Abdullah Al-Ghabla, right? His ass got booed when he was in the ring last night during the Canelo Crawford fight on Netflix. He got booed. Fans were booing at the promo package that Mania is going to Saudi Arabia at the AAA YouTube show. People were booing that. Last Friday here in Chicago, people were booing at the ESPN deal at the Allstate Arena. Like, fuck you, VPN. Fans are expressing their opinions and their thoughts on these big moves. A lot of people are not happy. Some people are on the fence. Some people are like, just give it time. I don't know. Your thoughts, your opinions. For me, I'll be fine sticking around on my couch. I'll be okay here. We got enough shit going around here in Chicagoland area. I'll be fine. I don't need to go to Saudi Arabia. Anyway, that's just my personal thoughts on it. And yeah, man, there we go. Saudi Arabia, big shows, 2 years. Yeah. Well, I'll stay here. All right, man, let's move on here because it's Sunday night. Football's about to kick back on as always. What's going on with Andrade? From what I heard yesterday, I heard Andrade was gone from the WWE. Sounds like Andrade got let go from wellness policy that, seemed like, I don't know. Dirt sheets are out there, dirt sheets. I'm not one of them. But from what I heard Andrade is no longer with the WWE. And I love MJF put a tweet out there yesterday saying, hey, Andrade, bring your bitch ass down to Mexico so you can help out at Mystico or something like that. And while I'm down here, I'm going to beat Mark Briscoe's hillbilly ass. I don't know, but MJF pretty much laying out the challenge. Hey, bro, come down to CMLL, man. And well, we have to wait and see where Andrade is going to go. Do you see him going back to AEW? I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that. Back to Mexico, he could if he wants to. Or New Japan. New Japan's not doing very, very too well right now, so I don't think that's the best option. But if they're willing to pay big money and Andrade's willing to accept it and fly out across the world, he could do that. Or in the indie scenes, which he could do that as well. Anyway, that's my food of thought in Andrade, WrestleMania, Royal Rumble going to Saudi. Thought about the build going into Rapalooza between Raw and SmackDown. Brock Lesnar ripping his ass in half on SmackDown. That is it. All right, I'm going to shut up. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my Sunday. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday night. I'm going to go back to watching football and be safe out there. Be healthy as always. Stay heavy, drink heavy, and I'll talk to you guys for WrestlePalooza All Out previous prediction in the coming days. Stay tuned right here on the stream and on the podcast. Stay heavy as always. Watch wrestling. Talk to you guys next time. Bye-bye, everybody.